Hello everybody, Mary Crazy Hand here with a really old Gen 5 random battle, but don't you worry, because this one is actually really awesome. So, okay, you can actually see both the teams right here. So he begins with a Wingle. I managed to draw a Spearow, and because Spearow is so much better than Wingle, I win it. Right, guys? Well, my chance does otherwise, Bullet punches it to death. Farewell, my favorite bird. Azulf shall revenge you with Psychic. Now, of course, he acid sprays his life orb. I don't want to stay with the half. My special defense cut in half. Manages to Volt Switch out on the Venusaur. And by that, here comes Ho-Oh. The scariest thing on this team. Sacred Fire manages to get the burn, but it's Marvel Scout, so I'm just like, okay, I'm sure I can manage this. And he switches out to Floatzel. I'm like, okay, I can manage this. Get the Toxic off. And, of course, he just says, you know what? I'm just going to set up right now. Get up a free bulk up as you switch out to Venusaur. Show off my baton passing. Have a +1/+1 Ho-Oh out against you. Let's try and see if you can touch this now. Type deal, so I put it to sleep. And I'm just thinking, okay. It has a defense raise. I have to try and pummel it with Psychics. Maybe I get the special defense drop. And no special defense drop. It wakes up, goes for the roost, gets back to full health. So now I have to switch out, go into Swallows, which is always surprisingly bulky. Takes less than half from the Sacred Fire, doesn't get burnt, but dies to an Earthquake. For a moment I had been enthusiastic then, but then it's just like, Earthquake, no, don't you dare, and he did dare. So he still has a +1/+1 Ho-Oh out against me. So I send in Melodic now that I have it asleep and with Leech Seed. Melodic of course appreciates the Leech Seed because of the burn damage. But you see, I don't really want to deal with this Ho-Oh. I don't have Scald. I only have Dragon Tail and Ice Beam. So I just Dragon Tail it out of there, get rid of the boost, while he goes for the Wild Charge. I predict an electric move, go into Venusaur, and he starts taking more Life Orb damage to the point where I just kill him off with Giga Drain. Here comes Rotom Heat. I'm just like, these things. At this point, I'm just like, well, this is going to be a little bit of pain because I don't have Scald. So discharges to hit KO, he's faster. Ice Beam doesn't break the sub. So this point, I'm just accepting. I lose Melodic no matter what. But he goes for the hidden power, I resist it. I break the sub, die off to the burn, get a free switch into anything. Which happens to be Azulf, which does 2-hit KO the Rotom Heat. Rotom does not get the paralysis, I get the KO. Everyone's happy, well, he's not. Of course, the crunch KO is there after a lot of damage done by that Psychic. Here I'm thinking, okay, Venusaur does a clean KO job. He can bulk up as much as he wants, but Giga Drain's going to kill it. But I see that my last Pokemon is Bisharp. I don't think Bisharp can take Ho-Oh on one-on-one, so I need to start doing some prior damage as much as possible. See, I don't want him to wake up and come in and have Bisharp brought into a Sacred Fire. That would just be terrible. It would be an instant lose. So I go for the Sucker Punch, doesn't KO. Goes for the Sacred Fire, doesn't KO, doesn't get the burn. Plus I'm at enough health to make a sub. So he goes for the Roost here, predicting the Sucker Punch. I predict that. I go for the Night Slash. And here he predicts Sucker Punch again. Goes for the Roost. I get more Lofties back. Sucker Punch hits this time. He goes for the Earthquake instead of the Sacred Fire. And here I have to pause because I had a realization. If he goes for the Roost, I get a free sub. And then from there I can start Swords Dancing. And then the next Sucker Punch would probably kill. Let's see if that works out. He goes for the Roost. I get up the sub. I get the Leech Seed damage back. He goes for the Roost again. I predict it, go for the Swords Dance. And here I know he's going to break the sub, so I go for another Swords Dance. Of course the crit didn't matter. And now The other question is, does he predict the Sucker Punch? Or does he predict the Night Slash? Now, depending on what he predicts, he wins. Depending on what I think he's going to predict, I win. Let's see. He predicted that I'd go for the Night Slash, expecting the roost, and then, boom. Yeah, this is back when I had a high rating in random battles. I haven't done much recently. But I just think it's exciting to see a Bisharp get up to +4 on a ho-ho of all things, and then absolutely wreck it. I hope you found it exciting too. See you guys.